Hey guys, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the numinous week beginning September the 30th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is Queen of Swords. So, a potent week we have ahead of us. Let me be the first to say Happy New Moon in Libra. This is the perfect energy to dovetail into our new month, into October. We want to set the intention that we're willing to die sacred, potent, aligned deaths in this upcoming month. October is a sacred death month. That just is. It's the time when everything turns. We get really close to the veil. Everything's a little thinner. We're creating an inquiry where we look at everything in our lives internally and externally and we ask, is that still feeding me, or is it time to let it go? So it's nothing to be scared of. It's really exciting, actually. And Queen of Swords is helping us. So the first thing I want to share, because this is coming on a new moon, again, you want to really use this time to state clarity around what's of service, what's not, and a willingness to let go of what's not serving. So that brings in Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is water and air, deeply feminine energy, and she's essentially an energy of incredibly fine-tooth comb discernment, which means that we use her. She has developed a way to use her mind in a way that slices through paper thin everything that's creating a little bit of confusion, so that when we speak, because Queen of Swords is an energy not just of the mind but of communication, so that when we speak, we're speaking in a way that's exactly true, that's honoring feelings, honoring facts, really deeply aligned with truth. This energy can be intense if, like I think most people on the planet, there's stuff that we want to say that we're not sure if we have a right to, if we're going to be heard, what the reaction will be. Queen of Swords is not asking us to barrel through with that. She's actually asking you to take time. So if something's a little hot, a little sensitive, a little vulnerable, you want to take time and tune in with her. This is how we can tune in with Queen of Swords and how we can use her energy. If we have something to say, if someone does something, we kind of get a hit from someone or something wonderful happens. And then there's that, right after that, there's kind of an energy of questioning oneself. Should we say something? Should we not? We want to call upon Queen of Swords because she goes up in air and down in water. She is the realm of the mind, realm of emotion. So everyone listening to this knows and understands that mental thoughts and emotion don't always mix, and sometimes neither our thoughts or our feelings are truth. We could be having an extreme feeling of anger and thoughts that we've been wronged, and the truth is that we weren't at all, that it was a misunderstanding, or it could be the opposite, that we don't feel that way, but the truth is there is something to say. So Queen of Swords helps us to slice through that and get super duper clear on, okay, what's my thought? Air. What's my feeling? Water. And then in those two really loud, really powerful experiences, what's the truth underneath it? Then you want to speak. So that if someone upsets you, you can say, your actions really brought up a lot for me. They brought up this feeling, and they made me think this. But I'm willing to consider, and I think that the truth of what you meant was X. Is that true? And then you go from there. And if the person's an asshole, you go from there. And if they're great, you go from there. The point is that it's good practice for us, because discerning between feelings and facts, thoughts, feelings, and truth is one of the most important gateways to actually being aligned with our intuition. A lot of what we think of is intuition is really just feeling. is really a thought that is really chemically laden, that's really tough to discern as to whether or not we're having an intuitive impulse or just a feeling. Queen of Swords is the totem and the teacher to figure that out. So as we move into this death cycle, this life cycle in between Libra and Scorpio, moving into that very powerful month, we want to be really clear about our thoughts, our feelings, and our truth. And this is where you can start. Just notice the little things. If big things come up, let them be your teacher and go from there. All perfect. I hope you have a beautiful week. Happy new moon, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.